and welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to solve some of the question answer from chapter number 1, Matter in Our Surrounding. This chapter is from CBSE Std-9 syllabus. Let us start with first question. In first question we have to convert this Kelvin scale temperature in degrees Celsius. Now we know that whenever the Kelvin scale temperature has been given to us and we have to convert it into degrees Celsius, we should subtract minus 273 from this temperature. And when a degree Celsius temperature scale has been given to us and we have to convert it into a Kelvin scale, then we have to add 273. So this you have to remember. Now let us see first one, 293 Kelvin. Now we have to convert this in degrees Celsius. So we have to subtract 273 from 293. So we will get 20, and this 20 is our degree Celsius temperature. In next 470 Kelvin is there. When we are subtracting 273 from it, we will get 197 degree Celsius. So when Kelvin scale is there, we have to subtract 273. Now whenever we have degree Celsius scale and we have to convert it into Kelvin, then we are adding 273. So the answer we will get is 298 Kelvin. Here 373 degrees Celsius is there. So when we are adding 273 into it, we will get 646 Kelvin. Our next reason is we can get smell of perfume sitting several meters away. So in this we have to discuss two things simultaneously. First is the smell of perfume, that particles of smell of perfume will diffuses very easily with air, and as it is diffusing very easily with air, it will move along with air. Now what is the quality of air? It is a gaseous state and particles of air are having maximum kinetic energy and they are moving randomly. Their motion is random motion. So as particles of perfume moving along with the air, it is easily reaching several meters away. So these two things we have to discuss. So in first sentence we have written that particles of perfume will diffuse easily and speedily with air. Now as it is with air, what is air's quality which will help perfume to reach several meters away is, as particles of air moves with maximum kinetic energy and randomly, we will get smell several meters away. So these two things should come in this reason. First thing, as it is diffuses very easily, and second thing, as it is with the air, air's quality will applicable to it. It will move randomly and with maximum kinetic energy. So it will reaches easily several meters away. The next question is, arrange the following substances in their increasing order of force of attraction between particles. So here we have to see that force of attraction between particles and we have to arrange them in increasing order. So the first one should be state of matter which are observing the least force of attraction. So least force of attraction, so the gaseous state particles are observing a very less force of attraction. So in this the oxygen is in gaseous state, so it will come first. Now the particles which are observing a moderate type of force of attraction are liquid, because they are in between gaseous state and the solid state. So in between will come is liquid state. So in this, water is a liquid state and it will come second. And the maximum force of attraction will be observed by solid state. So here we have sugar as a solid. So this will come third. So the maximum force of attraction is for solid state. So first one is gaseous state, then liquid, and then solid. Our next question is, what is the physical state of water at 25 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius? Now we know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So at 25 degrees Celsius we can see water in its liquid state. 25 degrees Celsius is room temperature. So water will be in liquid state. Now at 0 degrees Celsius it is its freezing point. So at 0 degrees Celsius some of the water is in the process of converting into ice. Some of the water has been already converted into ice. So here we can see a two state of water, that is solid as well as liquid, because 0 degrees Celsius is water's freezing point. So at 0 degree, whatever water will be there, it has not been completely converted into ice. So we can see the both state of water at 0 degrees Celsius. The same thing will happen at 100 degrees Celsius, because that is a boiling point of water. So some of the water has been already converted into steam, vapor state or a gaseous state, and some of the water is still in the liquid form. So here also we can see two states of water, that is first one is liquid and another is vapor, or you can write gaseous state. So it is depending upon the temperature, that at which temperature water will be in liquid, solid or gaseous state. In question 6, we have to give reasons for the characteristic of state of matter. So all these two reasons are based on characteristic property of solid, liquid and gas. So water is liquid at room temperature. In this, they are asking that why water is called a liquid at room temperature. Because water is possessing all this property, and these properties are pertaining to liquid state. So that's why we can call a water liquid at room temperature. So for that we have to note down all the characteristic property of liquid state, and then we have to say that all these properties water will possess at room temperature. So that's why water is liquid. So I have written it like this, that at room temperature water has definite volume. I have written all the property in the sentence. You can also mention it in point-wise manner, that it has definite volume, it has indefinite shape, it takes up the shape of container, and fourth point, it can flow. And all these properties are pertaining to liquid state. So that's why we can call a water a liquid at room temperature. So at room temperature water has definite volume, that is first property, and indefinite shape. It takes up the shape of container and it can flow, because liquids are called fluids. It can flow. It is not rigid. All these properties are pertaining to liquid. This is important to mention, that all these properties are also belongs to liquid state and also belongs to water at room temperature. So that's why we can call water a liquid at room temperature. This will applicable to all the state of matter. Whatever a matter they have given, they are giving it to you in the question, that iron almirah is a solid, or a pan is a solid at room temperature, or water is liquid at room temperature, or water is solid at -1 degree Celsius. So in that kind of question you have to mention the characteristic properties of that particular state, and then you have to mention that this state's property and this matter's property is same, so we can say that this matter is belong to this state. Second reason is iron almirah is solid at room temperature. Now for this we have to mention all the characteristic properties of solid state. So at room temperature it has fixed shape, fixed volume, it is rigid, it has negligible compressibility, and all these properties are pertaining to solid. So that's why we can call iron almirah a solid at room temperature. Moving towards our next question, question 7. Why is ice at 273 degree Kelvin more effective in cooling than water at same temperature? So at this temperature we have to compare the cooling effect of ice and water. So first of all, what is 273 degree Kelvin? That is 0 degree Celsius. So freezing point, and it is a freezing point of water. So at this temperature water is converting into ice. So while this process is happening, whatever ice has already been formed, that by removing more energy from its surrounding. So it is taking up all the energy from its surrounding. So this result in better cooling. As the energy is removed from its surrounding, the surrounding will become cool. So it is giving better cooling effect compared to the water at the same temperature. Next question is, what produces severe burns, boiling water or steam? So here we have to compare the temperature of boiling water and steam. We know that boiling water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, and whatever the steam has been converted into vapor phase has gained up more energy and converting into the gaseous state. So definitely the energy will be more in steam. So steam has more latent of fusion. Whatever energy the steam is possessing is known as latent heat of fusion. That heat is more in the steam. So steam can cause severe burns compared to boiling water. So whenever at certain temperature we have to compare a two state, wherever it is in the transition phase, the latter phase, what is in the transition has always a lower temperature compared to what has been already transferred. So what has been already transferred like ice will give a more cooling effect. But here the temperature is high for steam, so it is causing severe burn. So temperature effect is according to the what is converting into and which state is in a transition phase. So we have to compare that according to the temperature, and we have to write the effect of that particular thing. The ninth question is about interconversion of state of matter. We have already discussed this, and here we have to write the name of that particular process, that when solid is converting into liquid, what we call that process. So A, when solid is converting into liquid, we call it a fusion or liquefaction. Here the temperature is increasing. While we are going like this, the temperature is increasing. So when liquid is converting into gaseous state, that stage is B. We call that B as vaporization. While coming back, this gaseous state is converting into liquid. So this C is called as condensation. Now when liquid is converting into solid, it is called as solidification. Now remaining two things are when solid is directly converting into gaseous state with the effect of temperature. So this E is called sublimation. And when this gaseous state, whatever sublimable substance will be there is converting into gaseous state, and while it cools down, it again converting into solid state. So that is known as deposition. So this F is deposition. So all this from A to F these are the total interconversion of state of matter. So this is an important question, and it shows that how these three matter will interchange their states, and while increasing temperature and decreasing temperature, the processes names will be differ. While solid is converting into liquid with the effect of temperature, the name is fusion, but while liquid is converting into solid, that process name is solidification. So it is again depending upon the temperature, that while it is happening with increasing of temperature or it is with decreasing of temperature. So this you have to remember. So this is all about chapter 1, matter in our surrounding. We have seen many definition, question answer, reason, and some of the basic concept of interconversion of state of matter. So do write us in your feedback that whether these videos are helpful to you or not. If you have any doubt or queries, do write us via email, or you can comment in a comment box. Share your feedback with us. It will help us to grow. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for more upcoming videos.